welcome back to this edition of Danny's Dehydration Station. And as you can see, we're going to work on sour cream today. And you're probably thinking, are you kidding? Well, I was kidding too, and I actually thought of it, and then I thought, well, I'm going to do some research and see if other people have done it. And guess what? They have. So I watched a few different videos, read a few different write-ups. It was good. It was awesome. So here's my dilemma, is I bought some sour cream, and then the next time I was at the store, I bought some sour cream because I forgot that I had bought some sour cream. So here we are. This is actually past due. It's dated January 3rd, as you can see there, this year, obviously. And it's still good. And I don't want to throw it out. You know my thing. How many times does Danny say she does not like waste? Well, guess what? I'm saying it again. So we're going to take this, mix it all up nice. And I think I have just enough to put onto a fruit roll-up tray, and that's what we're going to do. So I have that handy little thing over here, as you can see, and there's nothing too special about this. So while I spread this out, I'm just going to let you know that it's a wonderful day here in Kamloops to run the dehydrator in the garage to help keep things a little warmer, because right now that's where I'm at, and I'm a little bit cold. It's just that coastal snowy kind of feeling. We got a good dump of about 6 inches yesterday. I got a great workout shoveling all that out. We have a front yard parking lot, so to speak. And of course, there's always the gifts that the snowplow gives you, right? So anyway, this is what we're doing, is just kind of relaxing today and looking for fun things to do. And this is what we're going to do, is we're going to dehydrate this stuff. So just so you know, we're going to set this at about 135, and you're going to make sure you have some extra drying racks. They can be doing something or doing nothing. My preference is doing something. I don't know what yet. I'll work on that. I've already done my bananas, so that's out of the question. But you know me, I'm going to find something, and if I do, well, we'll talk about that too. So let's just rotate this a little bit. I should have grabbed a bigger spatula to try to get this more even. That's just a little tip for you. If you're watching this, you're probably already thinking that, you know, Danny, why did you use such a small spatula? Good question. I don't know. I have a preference for this spatula. I don't know why. It's just nice and cute and little and easy to handle. But unfortunately for the bigger jobs like this, it's not quite the same. But one good thing is that it will start to level itself out as it warms up a little bit, because we're going to set this at 135. And we're going to let it run for about 10 hours. Now, if you have a super duper powerful dehydrator, you may want to actually turn it down a little bit to avoid, whoops, that went the wrong place there, to avoid the problems of it burning. So that's good enough. We'll leave it at that. And I'm actually going to move that out of the way, and for once I have everything set up right, that I don't have to go running for this and running for that. We're just going to set that on top of the dehydrator. I already have it set at 135. Now, most of the time when you guys see me do this, I'm really close to a wall. I just want to let you know, I just do that really for the purpose of the video. Let me back up a bit. There you go. That's actually better. Now you get to see the cardboard box, all my fancy gear. Yeah, so you want to keep your dehydrator at least 3 feet away from all walls. That way you get really good circulation. That's going to help. I'm going to shimmy this a bit. And what else? Oh, sorry about that. Yeah, I have these freakishly long nails from the buttload of vitamins I take every day. I meant to trim them before the video, but I got so excited about doing this. So here we are. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to put that at 135 for about 10 hours. Maybe actually longer, depending. And then the goal is to powder it after that. All right. So I will be back later to fill in the blanks as to how that goes. Well, it's been actually 24 hours. I don't know if it's just because mine is a home model of dehydrator. It's a good one. It's a Garden Master Nesco Pro. I think so. Anyway, yeah, it did dry very nicely. I'm quite happy with this. So My next thing is I'm going to try and get it into this measuring cup without dumping it everywhere, so that I can then crush it a little bit and then pour it from there into a Magic Bullet cup. So let's see if we can actually do this without making a humongous mess. So far, so good. Here we go. Oh, well, there's some. Can't win them all, I guess, eh? That's all right. So we're going to try to get off here what we can. Some of this is feeling a little bit oily, so I can pretty much almost guarantee you that I am going to powder this, and then I'm going to clean the tray and put it back on. All right, so you guys know how to do that. You know how to wash a tray. You know how to powder this. I'm going to powder this anyways. And you know how to put it back on the tray. So that's not a problem. I know that for a fact. So that's about as good as I could get there. And let's just see if we can't get it into the Magic Bullet, because I do want to know what this looks like before I powder it. The last little bits that I missed, that's okay. And what I want to do is I want to crush the pieces here some, so that I am able to, from there, move it into my Magic Bullet. Okay, there we go. Shouldn't be too difficult. Now what my dilemma is I've got a great big measuring cup that I chose for this, and my camera is in the way, so I'm not even sure if you're going to see this. And I did manage to spill some anyway, so that's okay. Not a big deal. That's why I don't go dancing. I'm not the most graceful person, but that's another story. All right, so I'm going to grab those last bits. And I know I brought the blades out here. There they are. Gotta have the blades. Put that back on top, and it's got a nice crunchy sound. I'm liking that, so let's just give her a quick whip here. Yep, you can see some of it's already sticky. Don't do this too hard. You don't want to break anything. Glass has got a nice kind of sound to it. So yes, that's going to be my next step. You can see here in the lid, there's still a lot of moisture that's got to come out. So that's fine. We're going to try to put it into the container again. And no point in blending that anymore. We know what we have to do, right? Get that onto the sheet. So I'll be back in just a second. All right, I went and washed this tray because I want you to see this for yourself. You're going to run into these clumpy pieces sometimes. Right now you're going through some coastal lake snowstorms here in Kamloops. I've been doing a lot of shoveling lately, getting great exercise, which is all right because I want to put in some garden boxes this spring if I didn't say that already. So, and here we are. So I'm just going to kind of crunch these down carefully, as evenly as I can. You know what? The texture of it right now for me feels like when you open up a fresh container of that Kraft grated Parmesan cheese. That's what it's feeling like right now. Again, times always vary. I said 10 hours. It was 24, but so many things can change that. The biggest thing is as long as you don't burn it. Now, while I'm powdering this, I'm going to just sort of, clue you in on what you're going to do with this stuff. Is you can store this for up to 5 to 10 years, if I did not say that already. And oh, sorry, I got sidetracked. It's very easy for me to do that. My other brain cell went zing, squirrel. Yeah, and yeah, what was I going to say? And the other thing too is that I didn't have it very even, so that can be a huge factor as well. And you don't really want to have that going on. So in rehydrating it, that's where I wanted to go, sorry. What you want to do is take about a tablespoon of this to maybe about half a tablespoon of water. Let it sit for a bit and start mixing it up. If you need it a little thicker, you go for it. If you need a little thinner, you go for it. And that's what you're going to do. It's going to be just like fresh sour cream. So, all right. So I'm going to let this dry for a while. Then I'm going to put it into a nice container. You know what we do from there. So that, I think, is all you need to know. I hope this was helpful for you because nobody ever knows what to do with sour cream. And this is what I am starting to do with it. So stay tuned for another episode. Thanks for being here on Danny's Dehydration Station. If you like this, please do me a favor and hit that like button. It helps me. And I will be back soon with something new for you. All right. Take care, everybody. Bye for now.